are you doing?
I'm fine. How are you?
I'm good. How are you doing this beautiful Sunday afternoon? You know, you look beautiful, like your name sounds.
Thank you. Thank you so much.
Okay. So Amaka, you are an Igbo girl, right?
Yes.
A typical Igbo lady.
Yes.
Okay, and you're from my state, the beautiful state of Imo State. Yeah,
Okay.
our ladies are elegantly shaped and beautiful by God's grace.
Yes.
Okay, so she's from Imo State, but she's not exactly from the part where I'm from. I'm from Idasta North, but she is from somewhere that some of you also come from, and that's no other than Mbatoli, right?
Yes.
Mbatoli, right? Okay. So, Miss Amaka, it's nice to have you in the studio today.
Thank you so much, my darling.
Oh, you're welcome. You're absolutely welcome. So, you know, the Igbo culture is like one of the three main tribes we have here in Nigeria, and of course it's a very popular culture because we have so many people that are Igbos here in this part of the world and from different parts of Nigeria. We have Igbo people that are from Ebonyi State, we have Igbo people from Abia State, we also have Igbo people from even Enugu State, and somehow, even though we all speak Central Igbo, we all know that sometimes this Igbo is diversified into different parts. Like some people, the way their Igbo sounds is not like the Central Igbo, like the general Igbo that everybody speaks.
Especially Ebonyi people.
Yeah, especially the Ebonyi people. Okay, so it's a pleasure to have you here today because, of course, you'll be sharing some of the cultures or some of the things that you know that the Mbatoli people have, which is really important because, I mean, we're in a generation whereby people don't really know their culture anymore. So sharing with people this particular information will be extremely insightful. So, Miss Amaka, I want to share this. Now, what are the unique customs or rituals specific within the
Okay, that's my community in Itolo.
Okay, so now you know that this particular community, their cultures will probably be different from other people, like other Igbo community. So what are you people unique customs or rituals in your own community? I'd like you to share with us.
Okay, so we have the Iriji, that's the New Yam Festival. We also have the Ishinzen also. That's the chieftaincy title.
Okay.
So those are the two ones that are really.
So those are the two particular custom or ritual that is very particular, like very popular in your own community, right?
In our community. I think there's also the Iwakwa. That's the age grade system. You know, they have to do Iwakwa festival. So they can be known for being men. Yes. So it shows that they are now men. Once they attain the age of 20. I think basically that's it.
Oh, that's all. Wow.
Yes.
So could you share more light concerning the custom or ritual that you earlier stated on, you earlier stated that your community perform?
About the Iriji, that's the New Yam Festival. So they're mostly masquerades and people dance, there are lots of food, From the Iriji festival, you have Utaraji.
Okay.
So that's where you make pounded yam, you use it to eat ofo with salad soup, gosi, with bitter leaf, all that.
Okay. So I didn't know specific events in your community where women are placed on the spotlight.
That's where you have Ibanku. That's the traditional wedding. I think days before, women come into the compound of the actual bride to be, and they bring in their firewood, their fufu, apple. Everybody brings their own, and they just gather in the kitchen and then they cook.
Really?
Yes.
So as a female, I know that you participate in all this particular
mostly
events.
For married women, I'm mostly the one that cook.
Oh, really?
Yes.
So young ladies like you don't cook during this particular period?
No, I think we help for I don't know what we call that, should be bridal training. So we just prepare for ourselves.
Okay. You said something that really got me intrigued, which is actually food, because I'm a lover of food.
Okay, I'm a foodie as well.
But when it comes to food, we have different parts of Igbo that have their own specific food.
Yes.
So could you share with us what cuisines are served during coronation or burial of kings or wedding ceremonies?
Okay. There's mostly okwa. That's bread food. We use maybe groundnut or coconut. We have apple. That's fufu. We use it to eat soup, egusi soup, nsala soup, oha soup, onubu soup. We have ewoji. We also do that as a ritual. That's the breaking of the kola nut. It's a very important egusi soup.
Okay, egusi soup.
I don't think we don't do more of onubu in my place where I come from, Umudurumpu. If you're from Umudurumpu, we don't really eat bitter leaf that much.
Okay.
Yes, so Ofowere and egusi soup precisely.
Okay. So somebody right now be listening to you and be like, Ofowere is our soup, it's our thing
if
to
eat. Let to be your grandfather's soup.
Over the years.
Okay. So currently we still have palm trees.
Okay.
So there are a lot of palm wine tapas. So when I go home every December, I take palm. Yes. So there are a lot of palm wine tapas currently.
Yeah.
There's no water in my community, like no sea ground or river, so we don't do a lot of fishing. So it's mostly palm wine tapping because there are a lot of palm trees.
Oh, there are a lot of palm trees.
A lot.
Do they also like process oil, palm oil?
Not as much as
palm wine.
Yes.
Really?
Because if you enter my village, you hear palmy.
So they have original palmy.
Yes, undiluted.
So you can easily brag to somebody and say, you know what?
Yes.
If you need palm wine, come to my village and you get the real quality taste of palm wine, right?
Exactly.
Oh, that's actually good. So every village or community, they have their different sphere of leadership and structure. We have people who in their own community, the chiefs are the head. You understand? The chief as the head. So in your own community in particular, what is the leadership structure like? Could you enlighten us on what the leadership structure is like in Mbatoli, your own community?
Okay, in Umudurumpu.
Okay.
In my community, I think we're working with the new, this generation of time we're in. So anybody can rule. Yes, be human and woman. But there are criteria.
Oh, so
yes.
So you unlike other communities, you don't have a king.
We have a king. Anybody that rules the king, anybody that rules as the woman is the queen. But it mustn't necessarily be the man.
Oh, it mustn't necessarily be the man.
Yes, so we don't work.
So a lady can be the queen.
Might just have a daughter and then he'll pass.
Okay.
Yes, so you have the next person in line being a woman. So you can't deny her such royalty.
And they pass it down to the lady.
Exactly. So.
Oh, that's beautiful because in some communities we don't really have that leadership structure sometimes handed over to ladies. So that's really unique.
Yeah.
Anyways, if you know that you're interested in this conversation and you would like to join in, this is Need to Know on Wish 99.5 FM, Nigeria's Business Radio, and you can join in because I want to open up the phone lines. I know there are some people from your tribe who are interested in this conversation, who would like to share their thoughts, who would like to pour out their hearts and say, you know what, this is how it's done in our community. So if you want to share your thoughts, maybe you want to share insight on the part of Mbatoli that Amaka is from, you want to share information concerning how they do things in our particular community, you can call us on 0708 029 5995. I'll take it again, 0708 029. Oh my, I'm finding it difficult to hear you, but I think you can hear me, and that's not my problem. It's not from my line. But I'm so sorry about that. But you can still reach out to share or join in the conversation by calling the number 0708 029 5995. I'll take it slowly so that you can actually get that number correctly. Okay, I have a caller here. Hello. Hello?
Hello?
Hello, good afternoon.
Hello?
Can you hear me?
Hello?
Oh my, I'm finding it. You can't hear me at all, which is not good at all. I'm so sorry about that if you can't hear me, but if you still want to call in, the number to call in is 0702 500 2007. I'll take it again, 0702 500 2007. Or you can call me on 0708 0295995. I'll take it again slowly. 0708 0295995. Call in and share your thoughts on where on the culture of the Mbatali people in Imo State.
Omodoron precise.
Okay. Hello.
Can you hear me?
Yes, I can hear you clearly. Good afternoon.
Yeah. This is Chima calling from Eneka.
Okay, Chima calling from Eneka. Thank you for joining us in the program.
I can hear you clear.
Okay, can you hear me clearly now?
Can you hear me?
Yes, I can hear you clearly. Can you hear me now?
Okay. I have a question to ask her.
Oh, you have. Okay, you have. Are you in Imo State, man? Hello?
Question.
Okay,
On the preparation of the food.
Okay.
Food they prepare on their community during the
Okay.
Hello?
Yes, I can hear you. Continue.
We have an preparation. We have to go for 101.
Okay.
Sometimes I use a phone. Then which particular one? When you go to phone, you can buy all the names, but you must go give us the point of the particular preparation of the name of the food. Hello?
Okay, no problem. Okay, I think what he's trying to say is that Oferori is diversified, like the soup itself.
Okay,
is
yes,
diversified.
that's true.
So which is unique to your own community?
Okay, in my community where I come from, in Omodoron, we make ours with ede, that's cocoyam.
Okay.
As a thickener, and then for the vegetable we use okazi. We slice it vertically.
You slice it vertically.
Yes.
Could you share like more process, like how the process is like, just in case if somebody wants to cook Oferori right now and enjoy this Sunday afternoon in peace?
Okay, mostly palm oil, and then you have your okazi leaves.
Okay.
I enjoy using cow leg.
Cow leg.
Yes, cow leg and periwinkle. Not necessarily. For the thickener we use ede, that's cocoyam. And okay, so you come days before the actual wedding date. That's for the knocking at the door. I've forgotten what they call it. That's where you basically do the introduction. You pay the bride price, and everything on the bride price you have to pay to for the youths. You have to pay to the women, and then the men group. And
Sorry, it's that particular time of the year that they are expected to come to do that particular traditional marriage, or is it that you can come anytime to get married?
you can come anytime, but mostly during festive season.
Okay.
Yes, November, December periods, there are a lot of weddings. Yes, I remember. They call it Ikwaka. Yes. That's knocking at the door. That's the introduction. Some people use the introduction as the actual wedding because there's no need to come back again. But that's the first step before you have the Iba.
Oh, really?
Yes.
That's the first step. So after that, what else follows?
Then there's a date slated for the actual traditional wedding. Yes. After the Ikwaka. That's the mini bank. Yes. So for the Ikwaka, it's just for you to come and tell them, see, you I've seen a flower and all that. And I take it up from there.
Oh, they'll take it off from there.
Yes.
So is it the couple themselves that'll take it off from there, or is it the parents, or who exactly?
The man comes with his people to say he has seen somebody in their compound that he wants to pluck as a flower and all that.
Okay.
So she comes and they say, is this the person? Say yes, and they give him the list. Yes. So that is the Ikwak. I'm coming to knock at the door.
Okay.
Yes.
Okay. Anyways, if you just tuned in, this is Need to Know on Wish 99.5 FM, Nigeria's business radio. And yes, Need to Know is a cultural program which is scheduled for people, like for people to be enlightened on their culture, on their tribe, especially for this generation. Let them know that we have a culture. Let them know that they are from somewhere. I want to give you a beautiful song from Omale. He's singing Free My Mind. Don't touch that dial. This is still Wish 99.5 FM. If you just tuned in, this is Need to Know on Wish 99.5 FM, Nigeria's business radio. I am Inkiri Obi on your radio, and yes, we'll be talking about the culture of the Igbo people. And I started with somebody who is from Imo State, Mbatolu specifically, and her village. She mentioned it and shared some of the cultures that are specific to her village. So now, if you don't know what Need to Know is all about, Need to Know specifically is a program that is designed to enlighten you about the culture of your people, especially in this day and time where we get to see that people are little by little forgetting their culture. So with me in the studio today is another person to further the conversation. He's no other than Michael Matthew. Good afternoon, Michael.
Good afternoon, yeah.
Okay, so how are you doing this beautiful afternoon Sunday? This beautiful Sunday afternoon?
Fine. Everything's going well.
Okay, so Michael is actually from Abia State. Yeah, you had somebody from Imo State share her own culture and her own perspective about what they do in their village. So you're about to hear from somebody who is an Abia State man. So Michael, you're from Abia State, right?
Yeah.
So where in Abia State are you from specifically?
Bende local government. Okoko Item.
Okoko
Item.
Okay.
It's spelled item, that's I-T-E-M, but it's pronounced Item.
Okay. And I know that you're a lover of culture, right?
Of course.
Okay. The culture. Could you kindly elaborate on the culture of your people in reference to your village specifically?
When you say culture, there's a lot of things that I have to untie from that knot.
Yeah.
So, but let me just start with how we view let me put this. We like to work hard. I mean, there's this thing about evils everywhere, but I know my people specifically have this thing about trade and craft.
Okay.
Yeah, and that's why we have Aba and all that.
Oh, really? So actually, the most recognized livelihood of a people is trading and craft.
Oh well, I can't say that's statistically true, but I know that to an extent we love trade and craft.
Okay. I'll take your word for it. Okay, so every community has their culture, has their heritage, and even have their structure of leadership. Like Amaka said in her own community, for example, in this day and age, when it comes to leadership, a man can take the leadership position of being a king, while some can actually take the leadership position of being a queen. Of course, in case if there's no masculine person in that particular lineage to lead, they can, of course, have a queen. So in your own community, could you kindly share with us the leadership structure of your community? I said
I don't know about females being kings, but I do know that Igbo system is kind of decentralized. Okay, there's no one person who has the total power like the president and all that. I think we believe sort of in more like capitalism, where if you can work hard and you can get benefits from that hard work, you deserve the respect and all those other things that come with that. So authority sort of has a lot to do with how much you have and what you've done and how much you've worked to get where you are.
Okay, so in your own community right now?
Yeah, there are rulers and there are kings and all that, but the power and all that is a lot decentralized. It's not really focused on one person. It's focused on a group of people, council of elders, people who would make laws and all that. But if you're a citizen and you have a lot of influence and a lot of money and a lot of, that gives you a lot of
recognition, I guess.
Exactly.
Okay, that's a good one. That's good. Wow, really different strokes for different folks. Anyways, there's this thing that the Igbo people are known for. Of course, the Igbo people are the ones that are known for festivals, different kind of festivals, and in different parts of the state, like different states here in Nigeria where Igbo people are mostly found, we have a specific traditional festivals that these particular
well, everybody kind of festivals. These festivals are not so unique. We have the New Yam Festival, which I'm sure other tribes too usually celebrate, and but there's this thing we do where each
wow, okay, that's nice. So there's one part of culture that I love so much, which is the food part. The reason I love the food part is because I love exploring different dishes. And I know you here, you're also a foodie, possibly love to eat.
Of course, look at my size.
Good food. Looking at your size. So what a specific food, like what food do your own community actually like prepare?
Well, you know how they say bole is a Port Harcourt thing?
Yeah.
Right? Abacha, African salad, it's an Abia thing. I feel like you can't go there. In fact, people actually even hawk it on the road. People sell it for 100 naira. Like you can just mix. It's a wonderful dish there. And I feel like we don't even appreciate that so much in this part of the country.
Oh, so in your own community specifically, abacha is the same?
There are a lot of dishes that are like that, but people do a lot of. You've heard of oha soup, right?
Yeah.
Okay, you have the goosey, of course.
Yeah.
Yeah. So we find ways to be creative with this. Normal, like I know how to prepare abacha.
Like
the general way.
The general way.
Yeah.
So you don't have like the specific insight of how your community prepares abacha.
Well, it's just like Indomie.
Okay.
You know what to do, but I mean, if I cook it for you, you can do it for me, and we'll have different. Yeah.
Okay,
so
I get.
I'm just giving you that.
Okay, I get what you're trying to say. Okay, so in your own community, everyone, you said something about your community having what's it called? You stated they are mostly traders, right? I think you said something like that. So now I know that people at this age, people have already. There are a lot of people who, a lot of communities that have grown over the years because of course, information and exposure to the Western culture. So, how has the local government and local environment influenced the traditional occupations and livelihoods of the people? What I mean by this is, what traditional occupations do your people perform most of the time?
My uncle once told me that if you want to get a lot of money, go into buying and selling.
Okay.
Right? These people love sales, and it doesn't really matter the product, although we specialize in many products. But when it comes to being a hub and getting people to sell things and making money from that sales, my people are really good at that.
Oh.
So from almost any business, cement to clothing to shoemaking to phone accessories. Yeah, Abia State is one of the major outlets in Nigeria.
Oh, nice. When I talked about, in this whole conversation, what interests me most of the time, just like I said earlier, is food, because I love food, good food at that. And, you said in your community specifically, what they know them for is abacha. Abacha. Because you have all the food, but like abacha is the main thing. So, of what economic implication is there any economic implication of your traditional meal in Nigeria? Because just like we have in Port Harcourt City, for example, whereby bole is, of course, announced, like they even have a festival for it. So how do you think abacha in itself can be economically used?
Well, up till now, if you go, you still see people hawking it. Like there's still no places where you just say, I want to eat abacha right now. You go to a stand, and then they'll always be there available, right? But like you could always buy the materials outside and all that. It hasn't really. I know the selling of abacha and making it happens a lot there, but it hasn't really made too much of a wave.
Okay.
A lot of, I mean, abacha is also something that's popular here in Lagos State.
Yes.
Yeah.
Of course it is.
So it's just very widely eaten in my country state. So,
Okay. Anyways, if you want to join in the conversation and you want to share insights of what the Abia State people, your communities particularly, Item community, what they do, how their culture is like. You want to like maybe throw more light and share to the world what they do in that particular community. You can do that by calling us on 0708 029 5995. I'll take it again, 0708 029 5995. Or you can call in on 0702 500 2007. 0702 site to go and knock, or is the man that will come to the woman's side to go and knock? Let me get to hear your thoughts.
We are still very African traditional.
Okay.
So, obviously, the man will have to go and knock.
Okay.
Representations.
Oh.
I mean, he's the one seeing the flower.